What is going on, everybody? My name is Dustin. I'm the owner of RiPT Fitness and founder. We work with our clients nationwide, working through fitness and nutrition programs and helping them hit their goals. I am joined by Katie Golden and her dogs.
Sorry, I know she just started.
It is all good. As you know, we have 4 of our own, and we can't always stop that. So, for those of you who are watching, Katie is going to be. I'm going to be talking to Katie today about her story and about how she got going into her journey and what she's been able to accomplish thus far. And like I always say, I think that her story will end up resonating with you in some way, or at least I hope it will, because the whole point of doing these interviews and these live testimonials, for a better way to put it, is to help other people and help people like you, if you're watching this, take the next step to help yourself and help your family through positive lifestyle change. So Katie, first and foremost, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's kind of dive in and let's just kind of talk about, first and foremost, what were you prior to getting going?
Mm-hmm.
What were you struggling with? What were you looking to get accomplished? What were the things that you were saying, hey, I want to find something and I want to accomplish X?
Sure. So, I think the pandemic was really hard on a lot of us, and me included. I was having a lot of stress related to work, going into a hospital to work, and then making sure my kids were having their academic needs met. I also, like right before it started, I had a surgery that really, was a good thing that I had the surgery. It totally eliminates my risk of cancers that run in my family, but it left me with a lot of side effects, low mood, that sort of thing, at the same time that the pandemic was going on. And I was just noticing, every weekend I'm like, oh, I need to work out. And then another weekend would pass and I hadn't done anything. So I was having a lot of trouble getting going, even though I knew I needed to, even though I knew it would be good for me and it would help make me feel better. It would help with weight gain that had been going on the last few years. So I was just having a lot of trouble getting going and I was putting, everything else before that in my life, all the other responsibilities.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get caught in that boat. And so the translation really for everybody there, action beats inaction every single time, right? And a lot of times we are afraid to take that first step. And so, what made you take that first step? Because we're going to talk about what you've accomplished in the past 9 months, but what made you take that first step?
So, to be totally transparent, because I don't want people to think it was willpower alone. I actually
There is a lot there, Katie. Don't give yourself some credit.
I started on an antidepressant, which I'd never been on before. It kicked in and I was like, oh my God, what have I been doing? I need to get moving. I need to prioritize my health. I need to do these things I used to enjoy that I just hadn't had the energy to initiate. So honestly, that was I sort of woke up with the help of a medication. And then 2 weeks later, I called you guys and said, like, I'd like to try this out and do a trial.
And so I'm glad that you did. And we get you rocking and rolling. And the primary goals were getting back in shape, getting fit. We're trying to drop some weight. What was the just general overarching plan? Don't need to get into the details, but what was the overarching plan for you? And a best way to ask this question is what was the best part about getting going? Because most people are so afraid and they think it's going to be so difficult, but
Mm-hmm.
you came in, you picked it up, and you ran with it.
So I committed to an 8-week coaching trial with Catherine as my coach. And I quickly saw how helpful that was. So she would be texting me and messaging me through the day. And that initial coaching session really helped. I'm not someone who likes to count calories, but I certainly did it for that period to see, okay, well, where can I make changes? And she was so helpful, like checking in, like, why did you add this to your lunch today? Or have you thought about doing this for a snack instead of what you did today? So that accountability piece was super helpful. And then also checking in, did you get to the gym 3 times this week? Looking at my stats, where we do the fitness assessments and going over them with me. So all of that was really helpful, so much so that I then asked to extend and flip my 8-week coaching into a 16-week package. So I did the 16 weeks with really intensive coaching, and then I switched to a 3-day-a-week fitness plan.
Right. People forget about how much the accountability is. It's unreal because everybody can have a gym membership. That's easy. And most gyms they bank on you not showing up. But the accountability of having someone check in, that third party looking in and kind of giving you that extra set of eyeballs and really just the extra check-in, the accountability, it's so huge.
It is. And so many tips I would not have thought of. Like, she asked me, I was going to really early fitness classes, and she asked me, have you figured out, do you need to eat beforehand? Can you go without eating? I definitely need to eat something, but was struggling with, like, I don't have time to make a huge breakfast. So she gave me such good tips. Like, even just, can you just have like half a banana and peanut butter on your way out the door? I'm like, oh yeah, that's so wise. I would have never. Just grab a spoonful of peanut butter and banana.
A lot of times that's not like groundbreaking stuff. Like, it's just ways of reframing our thinking, like the most important stuff. So, fast forward. I know that you're crunched on time. I don't want to waste too much time here. You fast forward, like we've been rocking and rolling with you in the member base for about 9 months. Today is your 100th class officially.
Yes, thank you.
And you're officially down 7% body fat. 6.8, but 7 sounds better.
Yeah.
And that is like, how does that feel? First of all, how does that feel?
It feels awesome. So, the start of this for me too, I was having a lot of back pain. It was waking me up at night. And fortunately, a physical therapist had said, I think you can resolve this if you build up some muscle. So I have eliminated my back pain in 9 months. My neck pain is nearly eliminated that I was experiencing. And I just have a lot more energy to do things with my kids, to get through the workday. I've even noticed I'm like lugging oftentimes 2 or 3 bags into work full of stuff. And like, I can get up 3 flights of stairs without being winded now. And, just that kind of functional improvement is so big.
Yeah. Improving the quality of life is something that, it's probably the most rewarding thing when we get to hear people say, hey, like, thank you for X. And it's something that just like this, all of a sudden they realize as they're going through their day. So
absolutely.
For someone who is potentially going through or kind of rebounding from COVID still, because COVID, 2020, it sucked, 2021, it sucked, 2022, for a lot of people, it still sucked.
Yeah.
And here we are in 2023, and people are still bouncing back, and they're still looking for that option that's going to help them. What would you tell those people about who are on the fence about taking the next step?
Yeah, I think for me, the accountability was everything. And I've always loved fitness classes over other things. Like, I've never enjoyed running. the classes are just with my personality, I think. Like I really feed off the energy of others. It's so supportive. So I think for me, that was also really eye-opening to see, oh, wow, I can really push myself more when I'm surrounded by other people who um, are also coaching and pushing me and encouraging. So that's been huge.
Yeah.
To whatever you need to do for accountability, I think that's very important.
Yeah. Whether it's a battle buddy, spouse, partner,
Mm-hmm.
something, get a coach, whatever it is, the accountability piece is super, super important. So, Katie, I want to thank you for jumping on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe I'll do another one of these when I hit my 250.
I'll do one with you when you hit 105. We'll do another 5 days. For everybody who watched this interview, go ahead and show Katie some love in the comments. She's been absolutely crushing it. She said that she didn't start because of willpower, but she's definitely continued, and they're seeing the results because of it. And I really just appreciate you being part of the community. We love having you.
Yeah, thank you.
So, everybody show her some love. Katie, I'll see you next time.
Okay.